Brian here, telling you what you must do if you want to have balance for your mind, your body, and your soul. The biggest issue I see daily with people is the great lack of balance in their lives. Have you guys ever seen a tripod with the 3 legs that hold cameras or video camcorders? Let's just pretend that each one of those legs represent the mind, the body, and the soul. Now, what happens to a tripod when one of the legs are shorter than the other 2? Or one of the legs are missing, for that matter? The tripod comes slamming down on the ground. Now, that's exactly what happens to us as people if we're not stimulating the mind, the body, and the soul. People are slamming down right on their faces and they're hurting very bad. So what I came up with, it took me about 20 years to actually figure out these 5 action steps, what you must do daily as habits in order to have balance in your life. I wish that when I was 20 years old, I had a role model come over to me and say, listen here, little Brian, these are the 5 items you must do in order to be a complete human being, in order to be the best version of yourself, in order to live the most fulfilling, purposeful life. I am here as your role model today, telling you the 5 action steps, habits, must-dos daily. Let's get right into them. Number 1 is reading. You must read every day. For 15 minutes a day, read whatever it is you want. You need to exercise that mind of yours. Otherwise, you have the same thousands of thoughts coming through your mind every single day. And that gets very boring. Are you bored in life? Maybe it's because you're thinking the same exact thoughts every day. You have to exercise your mind. Read 15 minutes a day. If it was positive, that would be more beneficial, okay? Number 2, eat pretty healthy most of the time. I'm not telling you to go on a diet. I'm just saying, don't be such a pig. I'm saying, don't make food your number 1 go-to for happiness. I don't want food being your number 1 hobby in life, okay? So eat healthier. You all know food which is good for you and food which is bad for you. Just eat some good, healthy food. Number 3, exercising. We all need to exercise. You already know this. Start with once a week. If you're not exercising at all, work your way up to 2 days a week, then 3 days a week, and see how you feel. If 3 days a week for your lifestyle is maxed out, perfect. Just keep it at 3 days a week. But you gotta exercise. You gotta break a sweat. You gotta get that flow of blood going throughout your body. It can't just remain stagnant. If you're just walking around daily, your blood is like, and that's when we get sick. So you have to exercise, okay? Number 4, think positive most of the time. Have a positive attitude. Why? Because when we think really beautiful thoughts, we feel really good inside. If we think crappy, we feel crappy. That's how it works. And when we focus on what we want and focus on positive stuff, we get positive stuff into our lives. If we focus on negative things and looking down in the trash can and always looking at what we don't want, we get more of that into our lives. So we need to think more positive thoughts, have a positive attitude on a daily basis. And number 5, sit still and silence your mind. Meditation. Slow your whole life down, why don't you? Everything is moving so fast. The beauty is when you sit quietly and get your ego mind, your personality, to actually be quiet while you're awake, it gives you great perspective on what the truth is. You get all that chatter to be the heck quiet, and you feel your truest essence, which feels like great inner peace and love and joy. This is something you must do, okay? That's the 5 big ones. But I want to give you a bonus 6. And this doesn't have to be done every day, but it is so important. And that is forgiveness. You must forgive everybody who has wronged you in your life. You gotta forgive them, including yourself. For bad decisions you made, we can be very hard on ourselves. We have to forgive everybody. Why? Because it hurts to carry around anger and pain and frustration. And if you hate someone, that hate is actually in you, and that creates sickness, and it holds you back from a lot of opportunities in your life. So there are many different ways to forgive. Look it up. You gotta let go, my friend. Forgive everybody, including yourself. This is the list of habits that you have to do every day. You tell me which one of these you are not doing, and I can tell you how much you are suffering. You don't want to suffer anymore. You need to practice these. Now, the way to do them is not to just take all 6 on at once. You do it just like you're learning to juggle. You start with one ball, right? Up and down, up and down. You just start to read every day for 15 minutes. Once 20 or 30 days has gone by, you add in eating healthier. You start eating a little healthier for 20 or 30 days, and then you add in some exercise. Now you got 3 balls going. And then once you got some exercise, you're eating healthier, you're reading daily, you go, you know what? Let's think some positive thoughts. Let's get that attitude going in a better direction. And 20, 30 days flows by and you got it all going good in your lifestyle, and then you add in some meditation, 5 to 10 minutes a day to start. And once you have all that, hey, why not practice some forgiveness? Let's forgive everybody in our life. And that is the list of musts. You have to create all these habits and you have to do them daily. I'm not asking you to do these habits. I'm telling you, you must take action now. Get on it, and love be with you.